People, people, good morning. Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Thanks for joining me. I arrived home yesterday to receive something very special. Something that I ordered finally came in the mail. And very excited to read it. And I started reading it while I was winding down in bed last night after a busy Friday night here at the shop. What was it? The Liberal Media Industrial Complex by Mark Dice. Now, this is a very powerful read, guys. I read the first 58, maybe, I don't think I made it to page 60. I could tell here by the bends on the page. 57, I got to. And I don't want to say some of these words on here because I could be in a lot of trouble for saying some of these words nowadays on social media platforms. Now, Mark Dice. For those of you that don't know, Mark Dice is the watchdog of social media. What does that mean? Well, social media itself is supposed to be, or media as a whole, whether it's newspapers, radio, daily news, newscastings, are supposed to be our watchdogs, our eyes and ears in the community, and whether it's government, whether it's in the political art scene, whatever. Automotive scene or defaults in automotives and layoffs and blah, blah, blah. So the media is supposed to be there for us. But how much is the media being there for us? That's the main question we're not asking. Well, Mark Dice goes in and basically debunks or kind of challenges the status quo. And Mark Dice is our watchdog for social media and media as a whole, right? The media the media, in quotations there, used to mean television, radio, newspapers, and magazines. But today, it largely involves social media, which has swallowed up all of these other forms and now is controlled by one small group in Silicon Valley titans who decide what billions of people are able to see and hear online. The convergence of old technology and new has centralized unimaginable power into the hands of a few gigantic corporations that now dictate how we communicate with each other and perceive the outside world. Media analyst Mark Dice. He's a media analyst, he's a media debunker, he's a media watchdog for the media, if that makes sense. Basically, if you had surveillance cameras up in your house and you're watching them, but then Mark Dice would be the guy that's watching you that watches them. Yeah. Mark Dice details how the rise of social media that tipped the balance of power regarding the production and distribution of information has also resulted in a massive backlash from those conspiring to regain the influence they once held. So basically, they dominated. Back in the day, it was really hard to get word out unless you had a lot of money to dump into newspapers and to dump into magazines and to get all kinds, you know? So it cost quite a bit. It basically took a lot back in the day. Now, anybody can start a YouTube channel. Look at me, Mike Martins. I got my own channel. Now, conservatives are experiencing a widespread censorship as the tech giants scramble to put the genie back in the bottle. The liberal media has launched an information war against President Trump and his supporters, and are using their monopolies to manipulate public opinion in order to further their aims of socialist revolution. So here it is, guys. I'll read a few blurbs tonight on Mike of the Night. I don't want to spoil it too much, but this is a really well-written piece of work, and I really, mine already has a coffee stain on it. It's already bent up. I even got a little tear in the thing. I was carrying a bunch of things into my shop. But that's when you know when you got a good read is when it's going everywhere you go. So I'm going to take some time, maybe take a nap later today here in the shop. If it's nice and quiet. Hopefully it's nice and quiet. And I could just enjoy the rest of this day taking it easy. Tonight, guys, don't forget to join me on Mike in the Night live call-ins. Call into the show. Tell us what's your shtick. We're going to be probably discussing... I want to really talk about this, but the problem is there's only so much we could talk about because ever since, I'm not going to get into much, but ever since the Democrats lost the election in 2016, it's been everybody's been punished on social media. We lost AJ, We lost BB. We lost all kinds of people that dedicated their lives to social media, to getting the word out. Hopefully we don't lose Mark Dice. Hopefully, I mean. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would like to know. Please, please, please comment. And get this book. Here it is. That's what it looks like. And I like how they have a little CNN like garbage. You should have. I think it's a garbage truck. I'm gonna pretend it's a garbage truck. It just looks like a truck, but I would have actually drawn that as a garbage truck on there, metaphorically speaking. Let me know. Comment below.